You should tell about this to your family. You can't fight alone. Why bite her lower lip and stare her medical report? And it will be good if you say about this sooner. Wen took a deep breath and nodded her head. Thank you, doctor. Take care. Come on, Taehyung, you can do it. Taehyung shook his head. I won't. I'm going home. He stood up and his friend sighed. Taehyung, okay, as you wish. Wen was resting her back on couch and her eyes were closed when she heard a doorbell. She opened her eyes and took her reports from the table and hid under the cushion. She took a deep breath and went to open the door. Hi. She flashed a little smile, but it faded after seeing his cold face. She moved from the door and he came inside. How was your day? Good. He sat on the couch and closed his eyes while resting his back on the couch. I'll bring water. He didn't say anything and she went to bring water for him. Here. He opened his eyes and took water from her and she took a seat. I have something to say. Me too. Huh? What? You say first. His tone was cold. It's not that important. You tell me. He stared at her for a while and nodded his head. As you know, lately things are not going well between us, so I thought we should end everything here. Huh? What? I'm sorry, Wen, but it's really hard to make my parents happy for our relationship. And you know we are getting in fight too much nowadays. So it will be better if we end our relationship here. Her heart clenched and tears start filling in her eyes. Okay. Huh? Yeah. She was annoying. What she should say. You are okay with it, right? She took a deep breath and nodded her head slightly while she was avoiding looking at him. That's good. By the way, you had something to say. That's not important now. It was about my work thing. She got up from couch. I'll leave in some time. He took got up and shook his head. No, don't leave. We both spent money in buying this house. Sure, you don't leave. We don't have anything between us, so we can't live here together anymore. It will be better if I leave. But it will be unfair. If you want, you can return me money. She spoke while taking a deep breath. At this point, money is really important for her. Okay, we will think about it later. For now, don't leave this house. You don't have any place to go. So, I'm happy to see you caring about me even after we don't have anything between us. But don't worry, I'll manage. She headed towards their bedroom before he could say anything more. He said loudly and dropped on couch. Sorry. Wen sat on bed and her tears started falling non-stop, and she pressed her hand on her mouth to suppress her crying sound. It's good he broke up now. I won't have any guilt in my heart if I need to leave everything behind me forever. She sobbed hard and tried to control her cry, but it was hard for her. She needed him the most in the situation. She needed his love, care and warmth in this situation the most, but all she got is cold stare and the news of separating. It's good for both of us. She mumbled in her cracking voice and touched the ring which he bought for her from his first salary. She slowly pulled that ring from her finger and placed on nightstand. I will be more hurt if I keep this, so it's better leaving it behind. She looked around in the bedroom for the last time and then headed out while taking a deep breath. How was her reaction? Did she got mad at you? Ting bit his lower lip while remembering about her reaction. Her reaction was old. He slightly shook his head. I'm feeling something is wrong. Something wrong is going to happen. Nothing wrong will happen now. You just propose her for marriage tonight and see beautiful days will come. Taehyung took a deep breath and nodded. I'm going back now. Take care of rest things. Yeah, don't worry. Wine sat on bench and exhaled deeply. It's calming here. She felt pain in her lower back. Taehyung took a deep breath and knocked on door. Wine. He didn't got any response. He again knocked. Hey, come out. I have something to talk about. Still, there was no response. Wine. He held door knob and slowly twisted. He peeked inside and frowned after noticing Wine in bedroom. Wine. Wine, where are you? He checked washroom balcony, but she was not there, and now he started getting worried. He immediately took his phone and called her. But she didn't answer. Where did she went? He pushed his hair back and started leaving the room when his gaze went on nightstand. Why did she took off it? He gulped and again called her, but she didn't answer. He called their friends to check if she's with them, but she was with no one. No, she didn't came here. Oh, okay, thank you. He bowed and left from there while thinking, where he will find her now. He checked every possible place where she could be, but she was nowhere. What did you thought? Do you want to go through surgery? Wine shook her head. I can't afford surgery. How much time I have to live? Doctor stared her. Wine, think carefully. There is chance of your survival. I thought properly, doctor, and I realized I didn't live my life. I was just running in a race of getting a future. And this was my future. I was running for it. A sigh left her mouth. She flashed a little smile. But I don't want to do anything for future now. I want to live my present. I want to live these days properly. Doctor nodded her head slightly. Do what you feel right. Taehyung came back home while thinking Wine might came back, but he just met silence and darkness. Wine, where are you? He sat on couch while rubbing his temple, and he again called her. He heard a phone vibrating. He looked around and found a phone in corner of couch. Her phone is here. Wine, are you home? He didn't got any response. God, where she went and how I will find her. She has no one expect him, so he has no idea where she can go. Please be safe. He mumbled and grabbed a cushion. A paper fell on ground, which was under the cushion, and he frowned. What is this? He lifted the paper and started reading out of curiosity, and his eyes widened after reading few lines. Kidney cancer. The paper fell from his hand, and his breath started getting uneven. His phone rang, but he didn't bother to answer and again took that paper to read more details. Wine. Where is she? Wine. Kim Wine. He nodded his head slightly while gulping his saliva. Who are you to her? I'm her boyfriend. Doctor stared at him and he got more nervous. Please tell me, where is she? I don't know. She came a while ago and she said she didn't want surgery and she left. What? Now what he will do? Where he will find her? She will get fine, right? I can't guarantee you that, but yeah, there is chances she will recover after surgery. Let's see denied for it. He took a deep breath and nodded his head. Thank you. He bowed and went out of doctor's cabin. Wine pressed doorbell and waited for Taehyung to open door, but he didn't. She signed at the password. She came inside and looked around to spot Taehyung, but he was nowhere. She thought he must be sleeping. She went to his bedroom and knocked on door. She waited for a while, but didn't got any response. Taehyung? She slowly opened door and didn't saw Taehyung. He's not home. She felt sad by thinking she can't see him for the last time. She went to a cupboard and started taking out her stuff. We will find her, don't worry. Taehyung didn't say anything. His condition was worse and his friends felt guilty. Sorry Hyung, please inform me fast if she contact any of you. He walked away and his friends sighed. It's all our fault. I hope she's fine. Wine came out of bedroom with her luggage and looked around in living room. This is my place. Let me put my picture here. No, we will put our wedding picture here. Keep away that from this place. She stand in front wall and then stare her while blinking with done face. Will you decorate our whole house with our wedding picture? She bowed and nodded, his eye while shaking his head. How happy she was when bought this apartment. It was her home, yet she wanted to create a lot of memories with him. She wiped her tears and took a deep breath and headed out while taking a last glance of apartment. She was looking down while walking towards entrance when she bumped with someone. I'm sorry, my attention was somewhere else. Suddenly she got pulled in bone-cracking hug. Taehyung. Taehyung was feeling helpless. He was walking towards the elevator while looking down, and he bumped in someone. I'm sorry, my attention was... He immediately hugged her. Where were you? His voice was heavy and it cracked. Taehyung, what happened? He broke the hug and peeked all over her face and again hugged her. I'm sorry, I will never do this kind of prank. Prank? He nodded his head slightly while hugging her tightly. I'm sorry. She took a deep breath while staring him. He held her hand and made her wear the ring which she left earlier. Don't take it off until we share our wedding ring. I'm sorry, it was my idea of prank. He was not ready, but we convinced him. We are sorry. It's okay. We should leave now. Please take care. He thought to keep them privacy. He looked at Jungkook and then they left from there. Taehyung noticed Wine looking dull and lost. He took a deep breath and sat on his knees and extended his hand in front of her. Will you marry me, Wine? What are you doing? I chose this day for proposing you for marriage, so I'm doing that. He tried his best to cover his fear. And what about your parents? You have to marry me, not my parents. He spoke looking in her eyes and she looked away. She doesn't have family and she grew up in an orphanage. That's why Taehyung's parents don't like her and they are not ready to accept her for Taehyung. Taehyung tried a lot to convince them, but they didn't change their mind. Trust me, I will take care of everything and you. She stayed quiet while fighting with her own thoughts. Mine. He held her hand and squeezed slightly. I'm sorry for hurting you today. I was tougher who got ready to that stupid prank and I spoiled our beautiful day by myself. He lowered his gaze and she pulled her hand out of his grip. You God, no, I don't have much time. His heart clenched. He moved a little close to her and cupped her face. I know we have a lot of time and we have to create a lot of memories in our little family. He placed a kiss on her forehead. She wanted to push him away and brushed on him for doing such a prank, which snatched her all hope, but she was feeling weak. If her health was good, she must have laughed with tears in her eyes after knowing it was a prank, but right now, nothing was right. I know you are mad at me, and I will do anything to decrease your madness. She didn't say anything and he hugged her. So, should I start surgery preparation? Then put his hand on mine and squeeze slightly. Yes, doctor. Do you want anything else? She shook her head and he sat beside her. Eat. He brought a spoon near her mouth and she stared him. Few weeks ago, she got know about her disease and she started taking medicine. Those medicines were heavy for her and it caused the change in her mood. She started getting irritated over small things which started leading their everyday fights. But now he was doing his best to keep her happy and handle her mood swings. She opened her mouth. He fed her and picked her lip. I love you. He brought a spoon rice near her mouth. She again opened her mouth. He fed her and again picked her lip. It's been 4 days now. Drop this madness, please. He showed his puppy eyes and her heart melted like butter, but she maintained her poker face as she was enjoying his efforts. What will you do during surgery? I won't talk to you if you bring this topic again. I want to know, what will you do if I die? She couldn't complete her sentence when he pressed his lip on her to shut her. Felt his fear of losing her. She slid her hand around his neck and deepened the kiss. He broke the kiss when he felt she's getting out of breath. Let's go shopping today, huh? Let's buy our wedding costume so we can marry immediately after your surgery. He tried to show his fake excitement to cover his fear, but he can't fool her. She cupped his cheeks and picked his forehead. Don't be sad if anything happened to me. My ghost will always live with you. She tried to joke. He hugged her tightly while snuggling his face in her neck. Stop joking. She sighed slightly and kissed his hair. If I die, then find someone whom your parents will like. When please, stop it now.